Hi guys, so today we're probably going to have one of the more emotional days that we've had on the homestead here since we've started, because we're taking this big turkey that we've kind of grown attached to, but he's just getting too big and he's having some trouble moving around now and is bigger than we should have let him get. The kind of white big-breasted turkeys aren't really bred to kind of live long lives. They're more for meat and have been bred that way, so I don't think we'll do this breed again. We'll go back more to a heritage breed, but yeah, he's been such a kind of nice, gentle soul that I think this is going to be a tough one. And then we kind of just decided we're going to get all the tough stuff out of the way today as well. So we're also going to be harvesting and culling 2 of our ducks, which, you know, we had discussed that we may do one at some point to eat some duck, but it wasn't really part of our big plan. But we got our ducks from a farm here on the island when they were just ducklings and didn't know what sex they were. And anybody who owns or has ducks and Muscovy ducks will tell you that 4 males or drakes and 1 female isn't going to go well for anybody. And they're at the age now where they're starting to mate, and all 4 of them are kind of being aggressive with her. So if we don't kill off some of the males, then they'll eventually just kill the female, which we obviously don't want. So we're kind of put in a position where we feel like we have to, and you know, it'll probably be a good idea for us to harvest a duck anyway. So we're going to kill 2 of the males. 2 males and 1 female still isn't a good ratio, but we're going to try that out and see how it goes. Most people recommend you know, 1 male to every 3 or 4 females, so we'll see how it goes. But we're going to do 2 ducks and our favorite turkey, Brutus, today. I know we named him when we're not supposed to. So yeah, it's going to be a tough day, but we're going to get through it. Okay, here we go. Come on. What's your guess on weight, babe? We posted on Facebook, see what everybody else thought. What do you think?
Oh gosh, 20 pounds.
No. Or like ones that we harvested months ago were 20 pounds almost.
40 pounds.
Yeah, I think he's going to be somewhere around 40. I know, buddy. I know. He doesn't move very well anyways, but... Ready? I'm not a religious person, but I'm saying a little prayer. It's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. You had a good life, buddy. I feel like he was ready to go too. He kind of been struggling to move around. Fuck. Steph will tell you I'm not a very emotional person, but that was a tough one. He was a pretty sweet bird, huh? Okay. So the emotional part's done, now all the actual work starts, and we got to scald and pluck, and this is a massive turkey, so I don't even know if it's going to fit in the pot or how we're going to scald all of them. But, as usual, trial and error, and we'll see. Here we go. We've had some guesses online already. Well, I just put the fire out. But this is the biggest pot we have. My guess is 40 pounds.
Yeah, I'd say 45.
45. Shit. Let's turn the propane off when it's not on fire.
Chris's mom, I really swear I try and tell him.
You know I don't listen. Yeah, Mom, you know better than anybody. I don't listen. A big old turkey here, so we're gonna butcher him up and see. We just posted online for the weights, and people got a lot of interesting guesses that I think are way off so far. So I'm excited to get him butchered and see what he actually weighs. So here we go. Okay guys, so we had to have people guess on the size of this turkey. It is now butchered. I'm guessing 40 pounds. What did you say you guessed?
I said 45.
45. We'll see. It's not light. Here we go. 34.8.
Okay.
So we'll have to go check on Facebook. See who guessed 34.8. But that is just a couple nights dinner, hey babe?
Oh, just a few.
Just a few.
Massive. Of course, our ducks are playing in the mud the day we're supposed to harvest them. Just look at him. He's usually pure white. What is this?
Okay, that wasn't an easy one. I knew it was going to be difficult, but I didn't think that hard. And I tell you not to get attached, but sometimes you just do, I guess. So we're going to go do our 2 ducks now and kind of get this over with all at once. So I'm going to do one of our ducks first, and then Steph's going to do the other one. It's totally different than doing chickens or turkeys, so this is going to be a whole new learning curve for us on top of that as well, but it's a lot harder to pluck them with their feathers that we'll kind of talk about while we're scalding them and doing all that kind of stuff. A little bit of different butchering as well, but this is going to be brand new and us learning. So as usual, we'll give you an honest interpretation of what it's like doing it your first time. So one more thing I just forgot to mention before we go and do this. With the ducks, the reason we're kind of layered up a little bit more today than we normally are is not just because it's cold, but with ducks too, they have such long, sharp claws as well as a really sharp spear on their wing. So we've got gloves on. We're going to make sure we're covered because they can do quite a bit of damage. They're not aggressive, but if they're flapping their wings and kind of clawing to get away, they will definitely cut you up unless you're prepared for it. So we're bundled up. We're going to go get one and do the first one. Okay, so we got our first one. Of course, our nice white duck went and took a mud bath right before we went and got him. But you can kind of see there, which is why we got to be super careful. And yeah, we always like this kind of wrapping them in a towel. You can't just grab them with your hands, but maybe we're just telling ourselves we feel like it's a little more comforting too being wrapped in a towel here, but we're just going to put him down. And same as the turkey, just kind of get him between our legs. And the main thing you want to just hold is his wings there and make sure that those are put in. And we're just going to kneel over him like we do all of our birds. It's not putting a ton of weight on them or squishing him. It's just holding him firm and holding those wings that are in place because he is going to flap a bit. Same thing with the kind of jawline. We're just going to find right underneath there, and I'm actually going to grab around his beak right before I do it. And with the bird too, after we kind of cut his throat a bit, we're going to break the neck. As we watched a great kind of homesteading video that showed us how to do this. So I don't think this is going to be as hard as the turkey, but this is our first duck. Stay there, baby. Stay there, stay there. And I just want to feel for that jawline to make sure I get it in the right place. This is the part I'm kind of worried about now is the breaking of the neck. So I'm going to hold this and just do it, and I'm worried this isn't going to get it right. I'm going to try it. I don't know if this is going to work, but if not, at least he's bleeding out. No, that didn't work, so I'm just going to let him bleed. Not a fun day, babe. Most YouTube videos make it look so easy, don't they? Why I feel like we really try and do an important job of showing what it's like for people doing it the first time, because we watch these YouTube videos and the guy who did it was great. We'll put his link in the bio because he did an awesome job explaining it with what we were trying to do. But yeah, you watch these YouTube videos where everything's perfectly done. They go, yep, do, all finished, nice and clean. And then you do it the first time and it's nothing like that. So I think it's important to show people how it can really go your first time of doing it as you're learning things. How you feeling? You ready?
I don't know if ready is the right word, but I'm about to do it.
You know what I really wish?
What?
So we'd have a drink after this
Don't Okay, so Chris just did his first duck, and now it's my turn. I'm extremely nervous, and I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but you guys are along for the ride, so let's see what happens.
Good luck, babe. You'll do great. I may need to put this down to help you catch him, I think. But let me just come up right from behind.
This one might be a little harder because he can actually fly away, whereas
Yeah.
the white one, he had angel wings, so he could fly, but Hopefully he doesn't give me a run for my money.
Okay, so we tracked him down and we got him. Stuff's gonna do it here, same way I did the other one. Okay, so babe.
Hi.
Sorry, that sounded very condescending when I said that. I sharpened the knife. It's not quite as sharp as I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
So you gotta do a pretty deep cut. So just find that jawline where the beak ends and just go right underneath it and watch your hands, but give it a good slice. And maybe think about are you gonna try the neck breaking thing?
I'm gonna try it.
So
I in my head I know how it works and I see it, so it'll all be just about positioning if I can
before you cut it, maybe think about your hand positioning, how you're gonna do it, because my hand positioning was wrong and then it kind of
totally. I think
messed me up. So
kind of more like this.
Then how are you gonna turn your hand to break the neck?
Like that.
His thumb was on the beak though, wasn't it? I mean, no? Maybe that's where I had it wrong.
I think it was on the back of the neck.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cut right underneath the neck.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. Just watch your knee too, and move the head away from your knee a bit. Just so you got a little bit more room. It's okay, buddy. I think it's just gonna be really like sharp, quick action too. Oh, that sounded right.
Sounded like it broke.
Still draining. That's good. That was the sound, babe.
That was the sound.
You did better than I did.
Yeah, I don't like that their eyes are still.
I know. He's just covering his eyes. Is that for him or for you?
For him. And for me. The more we do this, the more I want to become a vegetarian. It gets harder, it does not get easier.
How you doing, babe?
So sad.
You had a lot better life than most raised ducks. Got to fly around the bay and swim in the ocean.
Yeah, and a good life. Yeah, he liked to swim in the ocean.
Yeah. Okay, so a big day already. The turkey's done. Massive turkey. Now we're gonna do our ducks, which are gonna be a little bit different. This is our first time doing them, so the main difference is they're kind of waterproof coating that they have on their feathers, so it's gonna take a lot more scalding and to get through to that sort of skin layer to help out. So I'm gonna take our muddy brown duck who is swimming in the mud today and go through. So a chicken you'd maybe do for kind of 20 seconds to get in there. For the duck, we're gonna do it probably about 2 minutes almost, as well as sort of just pulling the feathers apart, trying to get in there as much as we can to do that. So they're gonna be a lot harder to pluck. So here we go. We may have to do this in 2 goes as well, because we need a bigger pot really, but that'll get most of them in that way. And then we'll flip them over by the head and get the tail in there. But you want a lot more of a vigorous dunking too. So we're gonna be spilling water, doing stuff like that, just to kind of get through those feathers. Just to make sure they're kind of coming in and getting into that skin layer, because you can see it's a lot thicker than it would be on a chicken. The guy we watched on YouTube, I'm sorry I forget his name, but we'll put his name in the comments. Said a potato masher works really well for holding the legs, and then you can kind of get more of a vigorous plucking in there. But for now, we're just gonna get right in there, make a mess. And of course, you had to go swim in the mud before today, so that water's nice and gross now too. And so you kind of want to get in there and see. You can see like those aren't even anywhere close to coming off yet. It's starting to get into that skin, but they're not dry. But well, they're starting to come off a bit. But we're still going to do a little bit more. Yeah, you can kind of see underneath there. They're not really starting to get down there a little bit, but you can see it's almost dry on that underneath level there where their down is, so you really gotta kind of get them in there. Okay, let's string them up, see how we do. I have a feeling this is gonna be difficult. Sorry, you gotta see the duckies. So, not quite how we want it. We don't think we scalded it enough and kind of didn't get through into those down feathers. So we got a bit off there, but as you can see, still looking pretty raggedy. So we're gonna do a second scalding there just to kind of get into those feathers down there and see if we can get that off. Obviously most people would be using a automated plucker, but we're doing it by hand, which obviously makes it a little bit harder too. So we'll see how this goes for a second one. Maybe get all the way in there now better with that, yeah. How's it working?
Better.
Way better?
Sure, yeah.
Oh yeah. It's coming off way easier, eh? Sweet! Okay, now I'm helping get the plucking too.
Yeah, get back to work.
Yeah. Okay, so it's starting to rain, it's starting to get a little dark out. We kind of got that one done. There's still lots of down on there, but we're gonna do the second one here that Steph's gonna scald. And pluck and do that so we can get them butchered, and then we'll we'll get the fine tuning plucking done done later on, but we want to get this done before it gets too dark out. Having fun?
So much fun.
Here comes the rain too. Sorry guys, we didn't really film much of that because we're kind of rushing to get it done. We're cold, it's getting late, and it's raining. And this is kind of a gruesome part anyways, but to take the head off, this is how you do it. They don't kind of break off as easy as a chicken, so they are semi-plucked.
They're as plucked as they're gonna get.
So we're gonna quickly go deal with the head, get them under cover, continue plucking, and butcher them up. So, sorry, this is gruesome. We're doing it high up on the neck, so we want to get all the fat from that neck that's going to be up there, so let's go butcher. So we kind of rushed to get out of the rain. It's miserable weather, it's getting dark, it's cold.
It's really cold.
And we have our semi-plucked ducks that we're going to butcher together here quickly. And then we'll be spending the evening plucking out the rest of these little down feathers because we don't have a chicken plucker or anything to kind of get them out with. So that's going to be fun, but let's get to it, shall we?
Yeah.
So let's do the legs first. Honestly, these are just going to be the same as the chicken. Find that little knuckle and cut through that little joint. Try and cut that cartilage a bit, and then it should break. Like that. You're shaking, baby.
I know, I'm so cold.
Oh, did you beat me?
I did.
Shit.
I don't think I've ever had duck wings before.
They're really good.
Yeah.
We'll do a little promo. If you're on Salt Spring and you go to Moby's, great duck wings. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do this. So, same as a chicken. It's gonna be pretty similar from here on out. You kind of want to, you can see the end of that breastplate, and so you're just gonna kind of pull the skin together above that and just slice in a bit. Okay, you ready?
I think I'm good. Yeah.
Same as the chicken.
Here.
In between there, yeah, and just same thing. Kind of work your way around the insides there, just to kind of break all the membranes and stuff off the stomach cavity.
The smells and the sounds are like no other.
The smell, I think, is the worst. Okay. Ready to start pulling out a bit, Nick?
I think so.
Oh, I found your favorite part. Do you know what it is?
The testicles!
There you go. Got your little testy. Which is good.
Okay.
Get your little testicle out there.
Where's the other one?
There we
Ooh,
go.
they feel really cool.
It's definitely
I think it's the first time I've ever felt a testicle.
Uh-huh. Although this is the first time I've done duck, this looks a little bit harder than it would be on a chicken. Got it?
I think so, yeah.
All disconnected other than the stomach. Nice, sweet. So the only thing we definitely want to save is the duck liver, because those are nice and fatty and good.
These guys?
Yeah, so you gotta be careful of that green bile sac. You don't want to pop that. So
We done.
yeah. Well, no, we're not. So now we're gonna get that food sack out. So we're gonna make an incision at the top of the neck. And we're gonna save all the skin. I'll do the extra plucking on it, but I want to get the fat out of there. But we'll pull it off, and then we're gonna save the skin for it. So same thing as the chicken. Kind of pull it up there. You're gonna want to cut, yeah, right in there. Boom, bop. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. Cut through that underneath, put your knife under there and cut through the trachea, yeah. Got a piece. Got it.
Yuck.
Okay, there's that trachea off. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. So let's separate all the stuff. We're just going to save the gizzard is the last thing we want to get off of there.
Is this stuff? Yeah.
That's the stomach, yeah. The giblets. Intestines and booty in the bin.
Bye bye booty.
And then let's just take off the necks and then we're
Hope free.
good for now. Rinse them out. Well, we still got a lot of plucking to do. So same thing as the chicken, work your way all the way around and then we're going to break it. Pull it. That does not want to break for me.
I got mine.
Did you?
Yeah.
What? Well, they show me up on camera. Did you get mine?
Sure. Gladly.
Thanks, babe.
No problem. Got a long one.
That's right.
Mine probably came off easier because we just snapped it a little bit while killing.
So, 2 butchered and semi-plucked ducks. So we're going to spend the rest of the night plucking all the down feathers off. But giant turkey, 2 ducks done. We'll finish the rest inside.
Don't drop it.
Don't drop it. And go from there. Okay.
Okay.
Good job, baby.
Woohoo!